Alright guys, we're in the 2005 Ford Excursion this time around here. It's not super early in the morning. Well, I guess it is. It's before 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Just 6 a.m. But yeah, so we're driving into the office here. So I did replace all 4 shocks. I went with the Bilstein's 4600 series. I also ended up getting a steering dampener. So it still rides a little rough, but I think there's a giant improvement. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if my original shocks were, or I don't know if the shocks I took off were original or not, but they sure were rusty. But yeah, so a couple of things that are wrong on the inside of the truck here. Hopefully you can hear me through the rattling. That's what I wanted to test out is, well, we're gonna focus on my head console here, or front console. So this was not working at first. I ended up getting working. So, you know, honestly, 16.8 miles per gallon. That's not too bad at all. I'm not, actually, I don't know if you can see that or not. 16.8 miles per gallon. So that head unit was not working. There's plenty of videos out there on how to fix that, and the little solder trick does work. I had a couple of those, I don't know what they call them, diodes or chips or whatever you want to call them. There was 2 of them that the solder ended up breaking off. So I resoldered those and it worked like a charm. What ended up happening though, when I was putting it back together, I broke one of the tabs off, so now it's kind of loose in there. But yeah, so one of the cool things about the Excursion, if you didn't know, look at that, 728 miles till empty. Granted, it says I have a full tank of gas, but it only filled up because the dollar amount stopped. So once it hit the dollar amount, it stopped. So I didn't actually get a full tank of gas, and I already have 21 miles on the gallon already. So close to 750 miles for a tank of fuel. That's crazy. That's insane. All right, so then moving on here, my air conditioner knobs work. My vent buttons work. My vents don't always work, so I have to look at that. I just noticed I'm in the reflection. You guys get to see me for the first time. Hey! But yeah, so they don't always work, so I have to look at that. I'm guessing it's probably a motor thing. I'm sure 20 years of gunk I've researched, and there's issues where maybe the grease gets, you know, gunked up after 20 years. Yeah, so my headlight, or my sunglass holder works. My garage door opener does not work. So what ended up happening with my garage door opener cubby hole here is, I'm gonna plug the phone in. The tab broke. This little tab right here broke off. So I tried to glue it on, seeing if it would work. I mean, it's on there still, but it's definitely got some pressure, and you can see the clip starting to bend again. So that probably needs to be replaced. So I have these little pieces of electrical tape in here. I don't know if you can see it or not here. But there's 2 little pieces of electrical tape. I'm hoping that just keeps the pressure off for now to figure something out. I've seen just the clips for sale on eBay for like $15 a clip. Just to replace this thing was 15 bucks plus shipping. So a little weird, or a little expensive. The last thing here is my map lights. My map lights have never worked. Never worked. So I took this whole console off, you know, to fix the screen and stuff. Took the whole console off, and I did the whole map light. Well, before I did the console, I popped the cover off, and I tried to undo the bulbs. One of them I got loose, but I couldn't get the bulb out. Not even exaggerating. I could not get the bulb out. The other side, I couldn't get it undone at all. Like, I couldn't unscrew it. It wasn't unscrewing. So I took the whole console unit down, I took that apart. I don't know how this is even possible, but the bulbs that were in there looked like they were too big. You can't get them out, and I'll show you a clip of the little housing that's in there, and with the bulbs still stuck in there. But I can't get the bulbs out for the life of me. So needless to say, the people warn you about the little copper, you know, the little copper wire strip that goes around that the bulbs plug into. Well, I got upset about it and yanked it off and stuff, and sure enough, I broke those copper tabs off. So now even if I get the right bulb, I got to rebuild the copper tab. So considering that this bracket's broke, and then I can't get those light bulbs off, and all my copper's broke, instead of rebuilding that, I'm just gonna find a whole new head unit. So that's where we're at with that, and I'll report back here once I get that fixed up. But 724 miles to empty. AC's working. This thing's running like a dream. I do have problems with the CD changer. It doesn't eject disc 1, so that kind of sucks. But yeah. All right, guys. Until the next one.